That's awesome. Well, thanks so much for this opportunity. I feel blessed. This has been a life-giving conversation. I'm going to give you, Frederik, the last word. Where can everyone out there in the world find out more information about Frederik Groce and Storm Ventures? You got the floor.
Yeah, well, you can engage with us on any of our social media. So if you can look at us on Twitter at Storm Ventures. You can find me on Twitter at FrederikG191. I actually do respond to all DMs if you have a question. And you can find more information about Black VC at blckvc.com. If you're out there and you're thinking about trying to find a way to break in or trying to find a way to build your company, reach out to us. We're here to help you be successful at the end of the day. And so, don't be afraid to send us a note.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Frederik. Again, I'm looking forward to speaking with you soon.
All right, Peter. Well, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
Bye. True startup story time. Guys, as a founder, I'm often asked, what are my go-to tools and technology that I use as I begin a startup? Well, that's easy. One of them is Dropbox. Dropbox is the easiest way to ensure that all your files and documents are synced on all devices, whether it be mobile, your local desktop, or remote. We want to thank Dropbox for supporting vchunting.com, and make sure to get your 30-day trial free at dropbox.com/business. Well, wasn't that an energizing, entertaining, and just all around fun conversation with Frederik Groce from Storm Ventures? Man, if you watched it, you'll see closer to the end, or I was just kind of just like unhinged a little bit, right? I was just like, man, this guy Frederik, he's gonna be impacting the world. He's got purpose-driven action going on, PDA. And I just had to say that I'm excited for him. I'm excited for where he's going. And by the way, before we hit the record button, he's in wedding planning mode. So we're gonna get this thing pushed out before March, if I remember correctly. March is when he's gonna be getting married out in South Carolina. So Frederik, if you're watching, congratulations, my friend, on the marriage. It's gonna make you a better man. But there was just so many great things that came up in this conversation. The first thing that I really loved is the fact that he really is putting his words into action. When it comes to diversity, creating Black VC, make sure you check it out, blckvc.com. He's really trying to become or be the bridge and be a great networker, help other people, connect with each other, find those opportunities. There's more to work than work, right? There's networks to be had, there's people to meet, there's ideas to spread. I just love the fact that he's willing to be that millennial VC, that minority millennial VC who is willing to go out there and do it and help. And I think that really is what makes a life worth living, is when you're serving others. And that was one of those things, I will say, as I was talking with him, I could just clearly see in his countenance is that he's an individual that, again, is purpose-driven, but at the same time, not a but at the same time, really desires to help other people. I think he's figured out the formula, guys. One of the formulas to success in life and happiness and well-being is helping others and helping others thrive and helping others grow. I really loved our conversation around brand. It's something that I'm going to be spending a lot more time talking about this year, as I've talked about on my daily show. But it's really important as we move into 2020 and beyond. It is going to be even more imperative that you take control of your personal brand. Don't let your branding, don't let the perception of the market or your reputation of the market be relegated to a LinkedIn or be relegated to a Tweeters or a Facebook or whatever other social platforms that you subscribe to. It is time to take charge of your personal brand, to curate it and to manage it appropriately as to the message that you're trying to convey to the world and the reputation you're trying to manage in the world. And I appreciated very much the tension that kind of arose up in our conversation around this, because it really is hard to figure out the right balance between brand, reputation, being purposeful in posting versus haphazard, being authentic, right? And this is something that I've struggled with for many years, of just how to be the best version of me, how to be the authentic version of me, how to communicate my heart, my soul, and not worry about it. But I think right now, the fact that I'm just doing this I think I've gotten over it. But I will say, if you want to understand the world, make a YouTube channel. Start talking about things that are important to your life, and you'll find the entire spectrum of the world respond to you, those who love you and those who despise you. I also loved this one of the ideas around how he has continued to stay at Storm Ventures. This is a big plug for Storm Ventures, so I'll just say it here. But having interviewed Ryan Floyd, so he was an introduction through Ryan Floyd. So go back, make sure you watch that interview as well. That Storm Ventures really is a venture fund that is focusing on making sure that they allow people to follow their passions, allow people to experiment, to try things out, to go and do different things. And they're ridiculously supportive of all the different types of people that work at Storm Ventures and their diverse interests. This is a really great plug for Storm Ventures. So if you know Storm Ventures, they're B2B, guys, they're B2B. If you know of them and you're in the B2B, you're a founder, you're an entrepreneur, check them out. Check out Frederik Groce, check out Ryan Floyd, check out the guys over at Storm Ventures. They're doing an awesome job, and it's been my pleasure to host now 2 of their investors here on the VC Hunting Podcast show. Guys, again, I loved this conversation with Frederik. I'm almost thinking already that there are certain things that I should just ping him about, because he seems like the type of dude that is ready to do some damage, if you know what I mean. Maybe. I love doing this stuff. It's great meeting new people and having these types of conversations. If you love what you've seen here and you want to learn more, make sure that you check out vchunting.com/Frederik-Groce. Thanks so much, guys, for being on this and watching this. Man, I can't wait for my next interviews. It's going to be great, guys. I'll see you next time.